Hi there, I'm Rafiat, and today I just want to talk a bit about being content. So, I have had a challenging 5 to 6 weeks at different levels, and where in the past I would have kept saying what wasn't happening or what I couldn't do, I have been able to see what I can do and embrace it and celebrate it and acknowledge the things that I can't do presently. So, one of my challenges has been a very dodgy and painful left knee, which has been so infuriating because there was no rhythm, no rhyme to what triggered it off and what will bring it on. And it has therefore restricted my activities in the house. It's restricted my abilities to go for walks or even do any exercise of any sensible form. And even sitting down for a while with my knees bent was a challenge. And in the midst of all of that, there is the being in the adventure zone of something exciting I'm trying to create in my coaching business and all the rest of life. And of course, reduced mobility, being at home more, less of gentle activities, eating the same amount of food. Yeah, gonna be pudgy, put a bit of weight on, and that has not helped my knees either. But this morning, I decided that I was gonna take my knee for a test drive and went out for a walk. And yes, I did the walk. And yes, it wasn't quite as far or as quick as I would normally do it, but it was beautiful because I had the pleasure of walking earlier on this morning when lots of the dog walkers were around before the sun got too hot. So my walkout was with dog walkers and beautiful dogs who just want to say hello. And being in the presence of nature and just the fresh air, the birds singing, the rustling of the wind in the leaves. And my walk back home was with the children who were off to school with their parents, and that also filled my love tank. And I will post uh, the summary of my walk with comparison of what I'd done in the last 5, 6 weeks. And it's not quite as good, but good is good enough for today. And I'm content in that. I'm also content in the fact that because of the busy schedule I've had, I've sort of let my healthy eating slip back a bit. But that's okay. There was no balance in that. However, there was harmony. And there's always this sorts of exemplifies why I personally don't believe in the work life or life work balance. I believe in the life work harmony. There was no balance in the amount of input I was putting into the business compared to the time for my body and my health. There was probably no balance in the way I was eating and the way I was exercising or not being able to. However, I was in perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. Why? Because I knew it was what it was for the season. And I knew that there will be the time where my body is ready to get back into the state it was before. I think today is the start of that. So what do I say? Life is going to happen. And you just have to decide that in whatever circumstance and whatever situation you find yourself, you will find your joy and contentment in it. Contentment is not acceptance and no further change. Contentment is, it is what it is for now, and I'm going to love it and I'm going to embrace it. So, what is it that you need to find contentment and harmony in? What is that thing that has been irking you, that has been almost like a thorn in your flesh? How about today? Be gracious to yourself. Step back and look from the eagle's viewpoint and see that thing in the greater perspective of what's going on in your life and in your world. And it's amazing when we do that, we suddenly realize, well, maybe not suddenly, we eventually realize that life is what it is. And we can either make the most of it and enjoy it, or we can stay discontented and let it rob us of our joy and our peace. So, go out today, determined, purposefully, seeking your joy, your peace, and your contentment. It is what it is. Change what you can, embrace what you can't, and get on with life. Have a fabulous week, everyone.